Bang, 2 ice cream. Okay, terima kasih. Give me pocket first. Alright.
If you're born poor, there's a lot of things that you do not have as a child. So even as a child, you don't normally develop in the way that other children develop. So to say that you really at a disadvantage at the very start from birth. Samuel comes from a very large family. There's about like 12 or 13 of them altogether, the children, raised by a single mom. His father passed away, I think he was only 5 years old then. So they live in a very small home, a very poor family. So that's Samuel's background. When Samuel was 6 months old, we decided that we need to get help to him as soon as possible. So we started the baby stimulation program, focusing with babies coming to the center. So what happens when baby comes to the center, they get stimulation. We do all sorts of activity to stimulate their visual, auditory, and spatial awareness development. So with that, because a lot of baby, when they grow up in a very poor environment, they do not develop the way it should develop. That means if we don't get this activity to them as early possible, they will have visual difficulties. They will have hearing problem. So all this problem will in turn hinder them from progressing to reading and writing later. So when he had about few months of baby stimulation program, then we graduate him to toddler. As a toddler, he was doing very well actually. He was continue to grow and continue to develop in the preschool program, focusing on growth and fine motor skill. But very sad, before we could finish, Samuel actually dropped out of the program at around age 5. In the initial year, when he was going through the preschool program, his attendance was not regular at all. Despite of the irregular attendance, Harvard's intervention was very evident, in Samuel's life. And you can see that he's very calm. He loved sense of a deep order. So that one time the teacher was saying that he started taking down things from the shelf, wiping them and rearranging it back in the same order that he took it down. Today Samuel is 8 years old. When you compare him to his older brother or younger brother who has not been to the program here, you find that Samuel is very different than the rest. He has a longer attention span. When I tell him story, he will sit still and he will listen to everything. And at the end, when we ask question, he display logical thinking a lot better than the other brothers. So you find that not only that, actually you just find that the sense of order and calmness, even though he's currently not in our program now, but you find that it is there with him. So we just see it's just so tremendous how the program has helped him despite the fact that he's no longer here. When I see Samuel, I see hope. This is what Harvard Center is all about. It's about saving children like Samuel out of the path of destruction. When you look at Samuel's older brothers, they do not have education, they do not have skill, they are always into fights, into gang, and into petty thefts. But with Samuel, there is hope. Not that there are no public school around, but children who are affected by poverty has different needs, challenges, and many times these needs and challenges are not met in school. So you find that a lot of time children, by the time that they're 7 years old, when they enter public school, it's already too late. Intervention at that age is too late. So for Samuel to continue to experience success and to break free from the web of poverty, he needs a strong support. And that support is not just education. Even if we say education, we need quality education. And it's not just quality education. He needs a quality home. He needs sport development. He needs food and hygiene. So, and above all that, he needs a very warm, caring adult who's there for him all the time. And this is what Harvest is all about, is to be that, all the above for Samuel. So with the loving care and quality education, Samuel now has tremendous hope to break free from the cycle of poverty. It's like his destiny is being rewritten at Harvest Center, and we cannot afford not to intervene. You know, we see all the time, again and again, we poor children, when they come to Harvest Center, you know, how quality education is like a seed of change that empowers them to break free from the cycle of poverty. If it happens once, it can certainly happen again. I'm very sure Samuel will make it. When Samuel takes hold of the seed of change, he will indeed change. When he changes, his future, his life changes, his family changes, the street also changes, becoming a safer street. Samuel in turn becomes a seed of change to others and to his community. This is the truth. We are here to celebrate that.